capital to flow to the most productive uses. Ultimately, it is
a lot of younger people would disagree with you.
Just make sure that the governor...
So, are you familiar with the 1937 Banking Royal Commission? One of the findings of that said that effectively the central bank should control the volume of credit in the system. Have you read the 1937 Banking Royal Commission?
No, I haven't read it recently, no.
You haven't?
No.
Because that principle was overturned in 1985 and Paul Keating lifted all capital controls, and our domestic banks have subsequently gone offshore and borrowed money offshore without any regulation. So they've inflated house prices without a corresponding increase in incomes. And now, of course, it was all great for the first couple of decades because people were, living under the illusion of asset inflation or asset wealth, but it was an illusion because now that our children are coming through, they can't afford these houses based on their incomes. So, and it's interesting you say that that's the responsibility of APRA, macroprudential controls, but that used to be under the domain of the RBA once, wasn't it?
I wouldn't say they were macroprudential controls. The Reserve Bank, Senator McKim mentioned earlier Section 36, but the Reserve Bank did direct credit. We lived in a world where interest rates were fixed by the government and the central bank. The exchange rate was fixed. There were capital controls. We don't live in that world anymore. We live in a world where, as you highlight, there is free-flowing capital. That ultimately is a benefit for us because it allows good investment opportunities in Australia to be financed. It allows capital to flow to the most productive uses. Ultimately, it is
a lot of younger people would disagree with you.
Just make sure that the governor had finished her answer.
Yeah. A lot of younger
Senator
people would disagree with you because the percentage of home ownership amongst younger people, actually people up to 50 now, is declined over the last 3 decades. We've got household debt as a percentage of incomes up to something like 120%. We're running at record levels of household debt, or close to record levels. It's been topped out for a while, but it's still very high. I don't see how you can say, and we've sold a lot of our infrastructure offshore, so I don't see how, or offshore foreign interests have bought our infrastructure, I don't see how you can say we're better off when younger people cannot buy a house. I mean, I think the median price of a house in Sydney now is 1.6 million. How do you think that's better off?
The point about housing, which is a separate point, is that, like all things, supply and demand is the critical point here.
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree with that.
So the demand for housing